Welcome to Making the Magic, a podcast chatting about all things Disney, Universal and beyond. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Martin, and we've had a bit of a break, haven't we, over the summer, since we sort of did the last podcast. So, Amanda, what have you been up to?
Well, yeah, it's been a really, really busy end of year, which is why, our regular listeners will know we took a bit of a break. We got very, very busy with lots of your lovely holiday bookings. Also a few amendments. Things still aren't, quite back to normal, are they? But, it was great. My kind of highlight of the year was seeing pictures of people out in Orlando enjoying their holidays again. It's so nice to see people back at Disney World.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, me and you are just living it vicariously through other people's photos and videos that they're sending over to us. But I really can't wait to get back to Orlando. And you're heading off there pretty soon yourself, aren't you?
Well, I really, really hope so. After quite a few cancelled trips, just like everybody else, hoping to get back out there in February. So fingers crossed that'll be fine. So we've had lots of people out there. So it definitely is possible. Just a little bit more testing and things. But borders are all open, the parks are open. So, yeah, lots of people out there having lots of fun, and hopefully me too soon as well.
Yeah, and everyone's been really enjoying it. The 50th celebrations have been amazing, and the parks have been sort of sparkling and gleaming, and people have had an amazing time, all of our guests that have been over there so far.
Oh, absolutely. Just can't wait to see all those little extra special touches on the castle. The Epcot Spaceship Earth just looks brilliant with all the lighting they've put on it. And because we've had a breakaway, there's lots of new exciting things to see. So really, really looking forward to it. But of course, you haven't missed out on all that magic in Disneyland Paris because you've still been able to enjoy the parks over there.
Yes, so since June, the parks have been reopened, and we've been welcoming lots and lots of guests since the parks reopened. So it's been amazing to meet everyone. And then we have one of our big group trips come over. So that's where we have the extra special prices, and people can come over. If you go onto our website, fairytaleholidays.co.uk/Disneyland Paris, you can see all the dates for 2022 and soon 2023 as well. And these are just much better prices, a much better sort of quality sort of trips than you're going to get anywhere else. And we can already add on things like the meal plans and that kind of stuff as well. And they're just great prices. Plus, also, you get to come meet me as well, which I think has been the highlight for pretty much everyone's trip when they come over. It was great meeting everyone. We had people staying at pretty much every single Disney hotel recently. Lots of people staying at Disney's Hotel New York, which is my favorite hotel. Now, you stayed here before the refurbishment, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So I stayed there a few times before the refurb, but really excited to get back and see all the extra things there are there. I know you've been and stayed there, and you've done the character encounters and been to the restaurants.
Yeah, I've been to the restaurant 3 times. It's that good. It's probably the best restaurant in Disneyland Paris. It used to be Chez Remy, but I think for now, it's definitely downtown. I haven't been to Manhattan yet. I think that's kind of the next one to go onto my list. But the buffet's been really good. The first 2 times were when it was table service. It was quite nicely presented. Whereas on the third trip, it was back to being a buffet. And that's where you get those crazy mixtures of, you've got things like noodles and then macaroni cheese.
Yeah, you can't beat a buffet for those interesting food combinations.
Yeah, something you just wouldn't put together at home, but when you're on holiday and when you're at a buffet, that's when you can have those really interesting combinations. But yeah, we've got more people that are sort of due to be coming over to stay at Hotel New York, and also a lot of the other Disney hotels soon as well. We're going to be talking about it in one of the future episodes, what we're looking forward to in 2022. But there's a lot of big stuff coming up, isn't there, that we're all looking forward to?
Yeah, there really is. And both at Disney World and in Disneyland Paris, so much to look forward to, and start planning those trips. And we've got an awful lot of people booked in for 2022. And then we've also got availability for 2023 now as well. So if you're really wanting to plan far ahead, then get in touch and we can help you plan your trip. Another one of my highlights for sort of last summer was going on one of the staycation Disney cruises. Not being able to get over to Orlando and missing so much that Disney magic. It was just incredible to step on board the Disney magic.
Yeah, I was looking at your photos and the photos of all of our guests as well, and the videos that people were sending across, and it looked absolutely amazing. And I really wish that I could have gone, but I wasn't vaccinated in the UK. I was vaccinated in France, as I'm based over here, so I wasn't allowed to go on board the ship, unfortunately.
Yeah, I felt very lucky, very privileged to be able to get on board. I was on the very first sailing out of Liverpool, which is just down the road from me, so definitely felt rude not to go and pay Mickey a visit. It was a different experience than other Disney cruises I've been on, but just felt so special after such a long time of, for instance, not being able to see a live show, not being able to go to the theatre, and then on board that ship, we were able to see this most amazing show, all very safe, socially distanced, going to a restaurant every night. The dining staff were incredible. In fact, all of the staff on board, I think they were just as excited as we were to have us all on board, and really made an extra special effort. And I definitely made some lovely memories.
Well, if Mickey is going to come and pay a visit to Liverpool, which he doesn't do very often,
no,
I think it's rude not to go and go on board and go and see him. But you had really good weather as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was. We were so lucky. It was the most amazing weather. I mean, so it was only a 3-night cruise. Going out of Liverpool, just sailed around pretty much the Irish Sea, but you could have been in the Caribbean. The weather was so beautiful. So yeah, people were in the pool, enjoying everything sort of on deck. I particularly liked all the Disney quizzing. There were some very, very knowledgeable Disney people on that cruise. So we did win one quiz. I got a very nice Mickey medallion for, we had to get full marks to win though. There was some very, very obscure Disney trivia questions, which lots of people did know the answers to.
There's certain bits of Disney history, Disney films, I just haven't seen, or I saw them years ago and I can't remember anything about them. But there's certain ones that you just remember, they're just ingrained into your head, aren't they?
But I mean, some of these questions though, they were sort of, the name of a character that appeared once in this film, sort of maybe for on screen for sort of 10 seconds. You think, I don't know that.
I mean, there's well over 1,000 characters to choose from. I remember, did you ever see the Art of Animation show over in Paris?
Yes.
Yeah, he comes on and says, when they're explaining about how they make characters, one of the things to say is that there is well over 1,000 characters. And that was sort of 20 odd years ago that film came out. So there's got to be a lot more now, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, another of the highlights on that cruise was we got to see Black Widow, which had only just come out at the cinema. And on the Disney cruise ships, they do premiere the Disney films. They're allowed to do that when they're out at sea. So again, that was brilliant. Sitting on a Disney cruise ship, watching that, brilliant Marvel film, and really good. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I went to go and see it. I went to go see it, I think, like the first couple of days it came out. Really good film. But again, you think, if you're at home, you'd probably be spending, £10 per person to go to the cinema to go and watch it? Something like that?
Yeah, exactly. I think that is, you think about all the things that are included on your Disney cruise. So yeah, all your food, all your soft drinks with your meals. I thought that particular trip for 3 nights was extremely good value for what we had. Not everything was open and available, but certainly, we definitely got our money's worth. It was brilliant.
Yeah, the photos that you took and that you sent just made it look like, as you said, you could have been in the Caribbean, despite the fact you were in the Irish Sea.
Yeah, our clients who've been on, we had lots and lots of people who went on those cruises. And it seemed that the captain of the ship did a very good job at sailing around to get that good weather, because some of the trips I was at home thinking, they're not having good weather, that's not going to be great. But then I spoke to them when they got back. They've managed to sail off somewhere where there was a bit of sunshine. And that's the thing about these staycation cruises, because they're not actually having to follow a particular route. They can go and try and find some of that nice sunny weather.
Yeah, it's a bit like when the cruises up do the Northern Lights, the Hurtigruten cruises, they just basically try and find the Northern Lights and head towards them. So for very similar on board that trying to find the sun in the Irish Sea.
Yeah, and I am so excited for the brand new Disney Wish coming out next year. I'm getting ahead of myself, you see, talking about things for next year. Well, we'll save that for the next podcast.
I've got some friends who are based over here that are actually going to work on it when it opens. So I'm going to be quizzing them all about the ship, and then when they get on board, I'm going to be asking them all about it as well. So expect lots of pictures from on board the ship.
Absolutely. I mean, all of the pictures that have come out so far. I mean, I love all of the Disney ships, but this is taking it to the next level. yeah, and we've got a few people booked on already. So again, they will be, I'm sure, be able to give us lots of feedback. And then she's got ourselves booked on too. So there's going to be lots more to come on our podcasts in 2022, starting up again with our regular episodes for the middle of January. So if you don't already subscribe to our podcast, please make sure that you do. So then you'll get a nice alert when the next episode comes online.
Yeah, and we've got some really great episodes. Lots of people requesting us to do reviews and guides on certain hotels and attractions and theme parks. And we're going to be doing our best to put all of our expert knowledge together. And we might also have some guests with us as well.
Yeah, we've got some quite special guests lined up, so look forward to having a chat with them. And as more things are opening up back at Disney World, lots more to chat about. The new Genie Plus system, I've had clients out using that, and hopefully I'll be using it again very soon too. So lots and lots to look forward to in 2022. So that's all for now. We hope that you all have the most amazing Christmas. Happy New Year, and we look forward to helping you with all your holidays for 2022 and beyond.
And a very Merry Christmas here from Disneyland Paris.